Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Hey, welcome to Epic Vlog TV. I'm your host, Mark. Enjoy the show.
I'm heading to Forest Hills. Just gonna hang out there, explore, get something to eat, and probably gonna have to work on some of my video projects. My usual freaking routine. But anyway, it's nice out. I'm also having a good time. I've downloaded like a lot of music. So many bands, like from Skid Row, downloaded Skid Row to Alexandria to Alex is on Fire, like a bunch of different bands. The 90s, the early 2000s, and the new stuff. I don't know. I'm just blasting everything. Gonna try to be up to date, you know, and especially Warped Tour. You know, Warped Tour is happening this year, obviously. So I'm going to Warped Tour. And then, wow, I mean, this summer is gonna be crazy. Going to Warped Tour, going to my friend's wedding, Corey's and Becca's wedding, going to VidCon, July 23rd through July 25th. Then there's Vloggers Fair. Then there's Playlist Live, Tri-State in Washington, D.C. And then there's Playlist. And I can't even talk now. I can't even talk now. I'm gonna put that on repeat. And then there's Playlist Orlando. So I'm all set. And there are a bunch of different trips that I'm doing, projects that I'm working on. So I'm pretty set for this year. One of my friends is actually begging me like to join him on a trip to Thailand or India, or I want to, you know, I would love to. Right now my budget doesn't allow me because I did spend a lot of money, so I need to slow down. So something funny happened on the train. Like, I wish I actually was filming. This girl and this guy were in the, you know, on the train, and the girl saw my shirt like, oh my god, My Chemical Romance, oh my god, this is amazing, you're awesome. So I'm like, well, you know, thank you. It was pretty cool. And then they were asking me, you know, what do I do? You know, told them I'm a YouTuber, I'm a vlogger. So they actually subscribe to my channel, which is amazing. It's awesome to, when you interact with people, you know, like, you just can't be afraid. Like, I do this stuff now, I don't really care. People look at me, people judge me, you know, if they think I'm weird, props to them. I love being weird. Weird is cool. Weird is normal, so as long as you're having fun. But yeah, I'm having such a great time. Should have taken my bike or my skateboard. But yeah, I mean, that's my day so far. I swear, guys, there's like a haunted house around here. There's a haunted house. Every time I pass this place, it gives me chills. It gives me weird vibes. Like, it's like I've seen these birds, like, and one of the birds actually attacked me. I almost hit my head. And then these swarm of bees, and it was weird. It was honestly weird. The weirdest experience I had in a long time. I've experienced some. I did experience some haunted, crazy things. I've experienced some ghosts and stuff like it. When you know, when you're a kid, you tend to like over exaggerate. You know, create things in your mind, and you know, I mean, maybe they were real. I don't know, you can never tell. I mean, I did have a weird experience a couple of years ago, like years ago. I was in Boston, and I went on this ghost tour, which you should go. The ghost tour is, you know, they show you like historical places, you know, in cemetery, graves, things that happened during like war, the Civil War, and like all these crazy things. So as we're walking around in a cemetery, I just freeze next to this tombstone. No, wait, actually two tombstones. I just turn pale. Apparently, according to people, I turn pale. And you know, they're like, "Are you okay? Okay, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I just feel weird. I feel kind of sick, and I feel like this weird energy. I just feel drained all of a sudden. So as soon as the tour guide came around with the rest of the group, he was explaining who lies here, what exactly happened, what actually happened. And so apparently it was an elderly lady who actually committed suicide across the street from the cemetery. She jumped off this roof from the top of her house, and apparently there was like a kid who died. I don't know if he was actually killed or died from a disease. There was some crazy story. I can't exactly recall the full story, but that was my experience. I just feel weird. I mean, I am kind of sensitive to this stuff, and this is a different story. Years ago I was actually interested in this whole paranormal research thing. I was really into the ghost hunting, TAPS, Ghost Hunters. It was a show on Sci-Fi Channel, which was awesome. And so I kind of started my own group, gathered people, got some equipment, camera equipment, and wanted to do ghost hunting and help people. And we actually did get contacted once by TAPS. We were gonna join their New York group, which was freaking cool. But just things happened, life happened, and unfortunately I couldn't do it. I couldn't actually do that. I mean, I wanted to do it, but I had to be a responsible adult and be serious for a while, so I kind of had to let that go. So I'm still kind of interested. I'm actually interested in still doing that, like going on a trip, exploring some haunted places, haunted areas or something. I would love to hear you guys. I would love to hear your stories. Like if you ever had any weird and haunted experience, like a ghost or demon, or if you believe in, So, but it's kind of fun. Like especially when you do things on YouTube. And what else? Yeah, I would love to hear your stories, like ghost. I actually miss that. I miss ghost stories. Like you remember when you used to gather with people and friends by a bonfire and talk about scary stories, and it was fun. And remember those books, like Scary Tales, Goosebumps, like Tales from the Crib. Tales from the Crypt. I can't remember. Wow. But this is the haunted house, supposedly. I don't know. This is the place I decided to pass through, and I just had weird experience one day. I've been here for so many years. I've been around, and that was like my first experience here. I mean, I did it. I kind of want to talk about these things. Now I'm kind of reminiscing through my entire life and all experiences that I had. I kind of want to talk about those things. Maybe in my regular vlogs, or maybe create like some kind of discussion about the different topics, things we're gonna discuss. And I would love to share things with you guys. And if there are things you want to talk about, or things you want to come up with, and questions you would like to ask me, that would be freaking cool. Yeah, I would love to do that, seriously. Like kind of video interaction back and forth. Send me your videos, and I'll upload them on my channel, or I will actually put them in my vlogs. So I think that would be freaking cool. What do you think? If you guys are interested, just comment on this video, or just contact me on social media. You can comment on my YouTube channel on this video, or you can hit me up on Twitter or Snapchat, whatever, any social platform. So I think that would be cool. I think we should start something, like some trend. I honestly think that would be freaking cool. People haven't done that lately. I apologize for yesterday's vlog. It was really short. I didn't really film as much. So I've just been busy. I've been running around and actually catching up with my friend Julia, and then everyone else, and just kind of enjoying the show for once. Like, because I'm always filming, I'm always photographing things, so I kind of felt like I just needed to chill out. But I kind of do regret. I actually do regret I didn't film much. So, but I'm gonna do that from now on. And to be honest, I really miss Forest Hills. I did live here when I first moved here, like permanently. I lived in Forest Hills for about 2 years. And then we moved to Jackson Heights, but this is the area I love, and I would love to buy a house around here one day. Guys, it's a bulldog. It's a freaking bulldog. How old?
9?
9. I had an English bulldog. Yeah.
They're great dogs.
They are.
Pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah, they're a character.
Yeah.
So I'm in Barnes & Noble, and they got some cool books. I mean, every time I'm in this section, they always have some awesome books that I want to read. Like, I'm just overwhelmed. Like, I'm actually reading these 2 books. I can't tell until I'm done. It's gonna be a surprise that I'm actually might be turning one of the books into a web series that I'm gonna be working on this project with a couple of friends of mine. So that should be really interesting. Really interesting. And yeah, City of Bones, City of Glass, 4 instruments, and this is an interesting title. That's an interesting title. Nimona. Okay. Who remembers Twilight Saga? If you do, you're cheesy. You're freaking cheesy. I do. I read these books. I've seen the movies. I was a fan. So, there's a whole story to that. There's a whole freaking story to that. The whole Twilight Saga. I actually was what's his name? Edward. I was an Edward lookalike for Halloween and for conventions. People thought I was the actual actor, but there's an actual video. It's on my channel. I'll put a link in the description. It's just a weird experience. It was fun, but it's like when people want to see what they want to see, you know, they assume that's me. It was quite of an experience. It was quite a freaking experience that I had to endure. But it was fun. It was absolutely fun. I have no regret with that. You know, it was one of those things. Oh, that's kind of cool. The Raven Boys. Huh. I'm gonna take a look at that. Sounds kind of cheesy. I mean, it looks cheesy, but you never know. I just realized they're playing Uptown Girl, Billy Joel. An Uptown Girl. Interesting. I've seen a play years ago. Billy Joel did. There was a play moving out. YouTube it. Google it, YouTube it. It was a cool play. I've seen some in New York, and I've seen the last performance in Boston, it was amazing. I kind of miss going to different plays. The one play that had an impact on me was Spring Awakening. Spring Awakening was a beautiful play. You guys should check it out as well. It ended, but just YouTube it. I'm using Google Starbucks Wi-Fi, and the connection is so slow. Look at this. 2,095 minutes remain.